Hey everyone, my name is Lily and I'm the creative director here at Bubblegum Cartoons. This week we're going to be taking a look at the theme song once more, but this time I'm going to kind of pull it apart for you guys and kind of tell you more about the Easter eggs. I know you guys really love those. I love putting them in there. And I'm just going to kind of talk to you guys about what the heck I was thinking while I made it. The animation for the theme song is actually the most recent animation I've done. I kind of did this hand in hand with Sophie's Picnic Panic. Sophie's Picnic Panic is like the side from the show. The main show is Demonic Crepes. So Sophie's Picnic Panic will be on the side. And so that was not as important as the main shows. I kind of worked on other stuff in between. Let's get on to the theme song and let's talk about it. Here we open with the phone and Sophie having the call to action. We can see it live on the TV. There's the monster. Fashow! It's her! So I really like this phone idea because it's kind of like her call to action. Think of the communicator, the phone from Powerpuff Girls, and all that cute stuff. It was actually really difficult to do this part because of that stupid coiled telephone. I really wanted a vintage telephone because that's what Mary Kate and Ashley always had in their detective agency. So I loved those phones. I think Ashley had a pink one and Mary Kate had a blue one, and I just added a little jewel that would glow and then a little bow. I actually kind of designed the phone to be a toy one day. So you could pick up the receiver and it'd go oh my gosh, we need you, the city needs you. And so that's the thoughts behind that. You can also see on her clothing rack, I actually added all these plants and stuff to her bedroom because at first it seemed super duper empty, and I'm still figuring out what she likes to collect. Is she, who is this girl? So I'm exploring more and more, but on her rack, you can see a plethora of clothes. The first one there you can see is actually the outfit that she wears in the pilot episode. One of my favorite outfits. I think it really suits her personality. Next up is Pancakes' intro. I'm okay, how am I gonna introduce this demon cat? And so I had this idea of the eyes just floating in space like Barianu from the Sailor Moon Super S movie. You guys know that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched it with my best friend when I was a kid and it was really influential on me. So I loved this idea of him not even really having a body. He's kind of a gaseous cloud, because he's just pure force and energy, and it's just so humiliating that he's now this fuzzy little cat they can just toss up in the air and catch and stuff like that. So that's how I decided to really quickly kind of introduce you to this Pancake character. This part was really just showing you how the transdimensional key worked. This is one of my favorite sequences that I think I've ever animated. You guys know I love to animate dance sequences. I think it's actually so much easier than just showing someone walking. I just really hate walk cycles. I know it's so basic, but I just, not my fave. So this was to show the different love interests. So there's Alistair and then there's Ken on the other end. And this choreography is from Bunheads. It was also, I think, from the movie Fame. I think they both had the exact same choreography. So I really wanted to show the different relationships that she has with both. So when you see her dancing with Alistair, who is the blue alien with 4 arms, she kind of it's more sassy, a little more teasing, and he picks her up and she wraps her legs around and they just kind of it's a whirlwind, but there's no eye contact. But then when she goes over to Ken, it's much sweeter and she's making she's a little more awestruck, whereas she knows Alistair, whatever, back off dude, I got stuff to do. But with Ken, she's more enamored and more oh my gosh, really she places her hand on his chest very gently. So it just kind of shows the difference between how she feels about both. This is from the original trailer, actually. I really like this. I think it's cute. It's Kyoshi and Sophie. This is one of my favorite outfits for Sophie, by the way. I love these cat tights. I know they're not in trend anymore, but when I animated it, I really liked it. But I like kind of seeing her not always in pastel colors. Anyway, there's a gemite thrown at the wall and it kind of leaves a burn on the wall. I just kind of thought, there's something up with your cat. So the Easter egg you can see here is she actually has Snow White and Sailor Venus's shoes on her shelf. And she does wear Snow White's shoes in the pilot episode. I love them. They're like really cute. They're gold, have a light yellow bow on top. Super duper cute. I love drawing flats. This is just a moment of chaos. So it's called the Rabbot 8000, and it's based off these Poochie toys we had when we were kids. The eyes would light up. I thought it'd be really cute to have like a killer robot, but it had like a cute little like 8-bit face. So that's what that's based on. And it's also, if you can tell, it is Macaron, who is the pink bunny at the beginning of all my intros. He's kind of like the company's logo. He was my main character in my thesis film when I was in college, and I just like to sneak him in everywhere I can, so you can actually see like the fins look like a bunny, and the way like the spring legs are. I drew up so many concepts for this. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, that's what the Rabbot 8000 is. This is Sophie transforming into her cheesecake power dress from Sophie's Picnic Panic, which is gonna come after the pilot episode. This is super cute. Love that outfit. And now we're on to the finale, which is another one I'm super duper proud of. I went through a lot of different versions of this. I just wanted like a group shot at the end of the theme song where you can kind of like see everybody. This actually has probably the least amount of references out of everything. This is just like purely like just the show. Like the circle windows were definitely inspired by like Powerpuff Girls. But other than that, like it's 100% just the show. I really enjoyed doing this. It went through, like I said, so many different iterations. I originally had the buildings being neon, like really cute, bright colors. And then I got a lot of awesome feedback from you guys. And you guys said, she kind of gets lost because she's bright colors, background's bright colors. So as much as like I hate the color, I just left it. So I kind of just stuck with these gray buildings so she could stand out better. I had a lot of fun exploring her flying animation, which I will slow down for you guys in a moment here. And I really enjoyed playing around with how it felt, because I don't know about you guys, but I personally never encountered a flying backpack before. So I kind of thought of it more of like swimming. So that was super, super fun. What I also really, really like about this scene is I have like all the characters I could really think of getting lined up. Unfortunately, Ken gets kind of covered by Kyoshi really quickly. So of course it's, Sophie with all her main friends, Anna with her camera, and Kyoshi's standing there. I try making him like look away because he's not supposed to know that Sophie is Princess Super Crystal, but what evs, So then behind Anna, you can see that there's Alistair, and then behind him is Mr. Ichigo, who runs Ichigo Academy, Sophie's apartment building, as well as Harajuku Crepes. And then behind them, we have Alistair's family. And then on top of Harajuku Crepes are the Gemgoms. They're little, kind of like Yoshi feather-headed things. I think they're really cute, little Goomba looking guys. They kind of have like these little frog mouths and little like I love how their pads have stars on them. If you didn't know, Pancake actually has like heart pads on him just to make it more humiliating that he's a demon. And then behind Kyoshi over there, we have Ken with one foot popped out. And then behind him, we have the 4 girls who are part of an international Gemite team that go from planet to planet, dimension to dimension, whatever, to save the galaxy. And Sophie will join their crew much later on. Yeah, drama's gonna ensue with that. So then we just have the Squidzilla tentacle, because he is the first villain that she ever faces. So I just kind of stuck him in there. And yeah, that should just about do it. And then they kind of just fly around the sign, and that's the end of the theme song. Did you guys notice any of these things before I described them, or was this totally news to you? I'm curious to hear your predictions. I also am curious if you guys would like me to do the extended theme song and talk more about those things and possibly like why they were cut and things like that. If you haven't seen it, it's already posted to the channel. Go over there and check it out. And of course, shout out to our patrons on Patreon. You guys are totally wicked. Love y'all so much. I really, really appreciate you guys being here for me and all your very, very sweet comments, especially during this time. And until next time, guys, stay inspired.